ジェットシーンの暴れっぷりに感銘を受けて自身のスタイルに取り入れたと。
I didn't socialize in any way with Tiger Jet Sane.
ちょっと勉強になった部分っていうのはあります。ハンセンさんにとって、親友でもあるブロザ・ブロディさんの思い出をお願いできればと思います。
Well, I mean, he was by far my greatest, partner. We had the most success. Brody was a very strong wrestler, very tough mentally. He was good, and I think we were probably one of the best tag teams ever in Japan.
世界で僕は最強だと。
He says not only in Japan but worldwide.
Yeah, I think so too. We had success, down in, of course, Puerto Rico and the islands, the Caribbean, but also in Florida and a few places in the States. The promoters in the States didn't want to book us because we were too independent and too vicious in the ring. So we had a hard time working in the States.
新日本プロレスに参戦された時、タイガー・ジェットシーンの暴れっぷりに感銘を受けて自身のスタイルに取り入れたとお聞きしましたけど、シン選手の思い出をあれば。
Well, I never went out with, I didn't socialize in any way with Tiger Jet Sane. But when I went over there in 77, the very first time, he was the head guy on the tour. And I was very lucky that the first time I went for All Japan, Abdullah was the head guy. And the time I went to New Japan, Tiger Jet Sane was the head guy. So I got to see both of those talents. And I think both of them influenced me in good ways.
なんかそれをちょっと参考にいろいろちょっと勉強になった部分っていうのはありますね。
じゃあブッチャーはどうでしたか？
Well, I mean, Abdullah had a great big reputation in the States. He was one of the top guys, much more known in the United States than Tiger Jet Sane. But and he was the butcher, and he was the top guy, and one of the top guys in pro wrestling, especially in Japan, but also in America. He did really well, and the same for Jet Sane. They were both top guys, and I learned a lot from watching them. Yeah, I mean, the butcher, he worked a lot of different places. He worked in Detroit, a lot of places in the Midwest against the Dick the Bruiser and all those guys. He was the top guy all around the United States. The butcher was. So a lot of people knew him. And Jet Sane was more of a Canadian and maybe other places, too.
ツアー回った時にね、それはニュージャパンでもオールジャパンでもいいけど、仲の良かった外国人とか、よく食事とかプライベート出かけたのって。
Yes, yeah. Pete Roberts is to this day my best friend in pro wrestling. We Skype 2 or 3 days a week. He's in England and I Skype from here.
ハンセンさんの引退セレモニーもイギリスから来ましたもんね。
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, and I really appreciated that. He was on the first New Japan tour, and that's where I met him, and our friendship started there. And then when I went to All Japan later, I told Baba, or I asked Baba that I'd really like Pete Roberts to come, when he could. And And Baba knew, and Jumbo loved working against Pete Roberts because he had a great European style that he didn't get a chance to use.
馬場さんと話して
呼んだんですね
もう呼んでもらいたいと。でジャンボも、グレコローマンのオリンピックスタイルですよね。非常にピート・ロバーツのなんかそういうヨーロピアンスタイルがなんか好きだったので、なんかそういう試合ができればっていうことで話は持ってったことはあります。
チャボ・ゲレロはどうでしたか？
Yeah, Chavo was a great guy, and he was a good friend, and a really good talent too.
彼は本当に素質のあるレスラーでもう親友でした。
チャボもね、新日本時代も全日本時代も一緒でしたから。
I think he was. I'm almost
確か
positive
そうで
he
したね。
was.
は
You know, his dad was the promoter of El Paso.
い。エルパソ、
エルパソにおいて彼の父親がプロモータ
プロモーターだ
ー
ったんですね。
だったんですよね。
ニュージャパンの時に弟分みたいに一緒に動いてたハルク・ホーガンは、
Who?
Hulk Hogan.
Who? I'm joking. Yeah, I wasn't his mentor, but I think you know, he had a rough road breaking in, and you know, a lot of people don't know, or maybe they do, but you know, Hogan had a hard time breaking in Florida. Who was the trainer in Florida? The
Hiro
Japanese
Matsuda. Hiro Matsuda.
Hiro Matsuda. Matsuda actually hurt Hogan, broke his leg, and in training, and then Hogan went back. He recuperated, and then came back and went through it again, and so that's how he got in. So you know, Hogan had a, you know, he was pretty tough.
昔の雑誌でね、ハルク・ホーガンさんとスタン・ハンセンさんがよく移動してるの、一緒に移動して駅で買い物してる写真とか見て、仲いいのかなと思って。
We were kind of partnered up with New Japan, and you know, for a number of tours, and we got along. And Hogan, you know, he was a little different style than I was, but you know, he had a lot of talent, obviously, and he's got the size. I mean, how many people is as big as Hulk Hogan, right?
3WF の話しますか？
Yeah, the WWF.
Yes。やっぱサンマルチの差との構想というのはすごかったと思うんですけど。
Yeah, just Bruno Sammartino. I believe that he was over more than anybody else in wrestling in the New York WWF territory.
もう一番のスターですね。
そうです。
サンマルチノといえば。
だからサンマルチノさんの首を折ってハンセンさんがポーンと名前が上がって。
Yeah, that's right. You know, I ended up hurting him, and it was just fortunate that he had big traps and big, strong shoulders and everything. He lifted really heavy weights and everything, and that saved him from having neck, you know, spine damage.
で、そのもうすごい戦いがあってね。それ3WF の試合ですね。
Can you see this?
Yep, we can.
That's a picture of me against Bruno.
いや、マジ
in that match. Madison Square Garden. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the cage match.
ケージマッチ。
Yeah, this is after Shea Stadium.
シェアスタジアムでもやってますよね。
Yes.
シェアスタジアム多分。
This is the match after Shea Stadium. I want to say a couple of words before we leave. Bruno, he was just a class guy. You know, I hurt him. I really did hurt him. And he never held it against me. And, you know, we were friendly in our later days, you know. And I just really respected Bruno for that.
控えたやつを「何しに来たんだ!」って俺怒られましたもん。
独占っていう当時のキャッチフレーズだったけど、
あれ私が作ってる。ある時少年が来て、馬場さんの足 本当に16問に書いてあるんですが、16問っていうのは何センチありますよねって言ってわかんない。困った。それは16問ないんだよね。
ジャンボ鶴田23回忌追善興行は5月31日火曜日、後楽園ホールにて開催決定。世界の中心でおー叫べ。
Hello, this is Stan Hansen. It's been a long time since I've been able to come to Japan, but I'm coming for Jumbo Tsuruda's memorial show on May the 31st. I want everybody to come to the Korakuen Hall and show respects for Jumbo. What a great guy, a great opponent, a great wrestler, and a great man. Looking forward to seeing everybody at Jumbo Tsuruda's memorial show at the Korakuen. You!